Hi, my name is Stacy Phillips, and this is my video log for Friday, June 7th, 2013. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about structural tension. Structural tension is a concept where it's discussed in Dr. A's book as well, but it's a concept that it's sort of a tool for creating what you want to create in your life. The way structural tension works, the concept behind the actual structural tension chart that I'll tell you how to make briefly, the concept behind structural tension is that whatever we're focused on is what we will attain. And structural tension, our brains are always trying to work out solutions. Even when we're not actively thinking about something, our brains are always working in the background, trying to work out solutions to maybe problems that we're facing, or things in our life maybe that we want that we don't have yet. They're working out ways to get those. And that's why it's very important what you focus on and what you want and what you desire, because ultimately your brain will figure out a way to get it, because until you have what you want, your brain feels some tension. And there's always that underlying little bit of tension in the background because your brain wants a resolution. It wants to resolve things. It's a fixer. It's a solver. So if you give it the puzzle of I want this, then even when you're just working or spending time with your family or reading, your brain's always in the background trying to figure out how to get that. That's why, let's take for example, you see a commercial for a cupcake or sprinkles or whoever. I guess I shouldn't say brands in this blog, but whatever you just saw, that image enters your mind, and you kind of dwell on it for a few minutes. Oh, wouldn't that be great? That looks great, but I can't have it. So you go away. Your brain is still working out because you wanted that, and it knows you wanted that. Your brain's trying to work out a way to get it. And so that's why you start to feel the tension rising a little bit. The day has gotten a little bit harder to eat on your plan because you're experiencing some tension that can only necessarily be resolved by having the cupcake eventually, or trying to work through the tension. So my question is, why want that at all? Because even momentarily, really, why want that? Because then you're just going to get that little wheel going in your brain that's going to try and figure out a way to get it, and going to cause you a lot of misery in the meantime. So structural tension in a positive way, the way we get that to work for us is we'll get a piece of paper, and at the top of the piece of paper, we write down what we want. So you got to know what you want. That's part of this whole process, knowing what you want. Because if you don't know your destination, you're never going to get there. You're going to be floating around on a boat in the sea, being tossed around here and there with no really wind. The wind takes you wherever, but you don't know where you're going. So you really have no destination, no rudder. So you've got to know where you're going. You've got to know what you want. And you start with that. You start with what you want. You write it down. You put it at the top of your little 8.5 by 11 blank piece of paper. What you want. That's your goal. What you want. Then, only then, do you think about and spend a little bit of time reflecting on your current reality. You write your current reality, and this is no time to be critical of yourself or, self-loathing or, guilty or feel shame, any of that. You're just doing a critical, honest, forthright assessment, factually, of where you are now in relation to where you want to be. You write that at the bottom of your piece of paper, okay? Then, in between the bottom statement of where you are now and the top statement of where you want to be, you begin writing action steps. Now, these are action steps, not intention steps. So be sure when you're writing them down that they are measurable, they're attainable, they have a date on them. Give yourself a date, not just a someday. Someday I'll do this and this and this and this to get to here. When? When will you do that? Put a date on it. And be specific. So be specific, measurable, have a date, and then work your way up to the action steps that you need to take to get to your goal. I guarantee you, if you start with your structural tension chart in the mornings and have a look at it every morning, refamiliarize yourself with where you're going, where you are in your action steps, even when you're not thinking about the program, even when you're not, thinking about exercise or what you're going to eat next, or how to stay on plan, even when you're not even thinking about that, your brain is going to be trying to work out a solution to resolve the tension, the positive structural tension that you've given it by being deliberate and writing things down. So in the background, even when you're sleeping, your brain wants to resolve that tension in a positive way that's going to get you what you want. And the only thing is that you're intentional about what you want. You're intentional about what you want, you write it down. You honestly assess where you're at with no criticism, guilt, or shame. And then you write these action steps that it's going to take for you to get to your goal, what you want. So get your brain to work on that. It's a wonderful tool. Just refresh yourself with your chart every day. You can make it as specific and detailed as you want for whatever goal you desire. It works for everything. So get going on that structural tension chart, and you will be amazed at the solutions, the progress, the action, all of a sudden, for some reason, something clicks, something changes, and you're headed in the direction you want to because you've given yourself a structural tension chart, a direction, action steps, and your brain's going to always be working out how to get you there. All right, thanks so much, and have a great weekend. Think about that over the weekend. Get those structural tension charts done, and review them every day. So have a great day. Bye bye.